This is Josiah Plays Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning. Alright, I am here in the Feylands in Detir in the Hollowlands. I don't know that these lands seem particularly more hollow than any others, but, you know, whatever. And I'm playing my character, Cato Bloodrose the Paragon. Combination of might and finesse. No, might and sorcery. Kind of a fire magic great sword sort of build. And we're doing various quests around here. Now, this is actually the main story that we're coming up on. I didn't realize, but I just looked, and we're coming up because I looked on the map and it showed me who the person was standing in front of us. And it's this person. So we have had this quest in our log for a very long time. Because we got this quest in our log before we ever even went to Plains of Erethel. And all that time that we were in Erethel and in Rathir and fucking around, we had this quest sitting here and we never messed with it. So now we're actually going to do this, which is part of the main storyline. The Gnome Elder Templar Octien has information about the location of Hughes, the gnome responsible for the Well of Souls. Octien wants to meet me at his camp in the Hollowlands of Detir. And we've made it. We're here in the Hollowlands. So, let's proceed. What's up? Arrow over your head. Aw, yeah. Fine oak longbow.
What is it?
Just here to grab some Edelweiss and
What
I'm
is
out.
it? Conduct yourself appropriately in front of the Templar.
Oh, you missed it, Saito. Right after you left last night, I went on a gnome slaughtering spree. And the gnomes kept respawning over and over because, for whatever reason, so I just kept murdering them. And I must have murdered like 50 gnomes. Dude, it was great. You would have loved it.
Move along. Move along. Don't bother me.
The fucker.
What is it? What do you want? Don't try anything around the Templar.
Look, we could have another gnome slaughtering
What do
spree
you
right
want?
now.
What do you want?
Okay. You found him? No more searching around? See what you did there, Nox. Alright, here he is.
You are my contact. I should have known. Punctuality is not one of your papal strengths, and you have so few.
Really? You want to start right out with some fucking racial stereotypes? Alright. What's up, short gnome person? So, you must be Octien.
As Templar, the Forum demands that I do everything in my power to advance our knowledge. It is a tremendous responsibility, and one I take quite seriously. Hughes is one of my most brilliant scholars, and as you know, his research shows tremendous potential. His recovery is of paramount importance.
Yeah, he kind of brought me back from the dead. I guess I owe him.
His knowledge is invaluable, and must not fall into the wrong hands. And I'm terribly worried about your safety too, of course. That goes without saying.
Right, I'm sure you're super sincere. What the hell are the Templars anyway?
My fellow Templars and I sponsor research that will lead to the betterment of all mortals. Sadly, Alfar and man alike often have trouble accepting the reason behind our decisions. But most gnomes realize we have their best interests in mind.
So you do a bunch of dodgy, immoral, unethical shit, basically, is what you're telling me. Alright. I've never been to Odessa. Is it as horrible as I imagine?
Odessa is the greatest bastion of knowledge and understanding in the world. Alfar have their arts, mankind has its gods. But our only commandments are the solid, predictable laws of natural science.
Ugh. Anyway, you wanted me to meet you here, right? Well, here I am.
You may recall our mutual friend, Hughes. The gnome who brought you back to life? I suspect you would. But I gather you've been quite busy.
I have been.
Well, Scholar Hughes has been missing since the attack on his tower. As his patron, I am quite concerned. I want you to find him. You are, how shall I say, uniquely suited to the task.
Right. Well, I just want you to know that while you've been standing around here forever waiting for me, I was fucking around doing all kinds of random side quests in places like Aiton. So, just so you know. Gnomes have a super fucking stratified society. Templars are basically at the top of that. The solid, predictable natural laws of a world where people fling fireballs. Right, son? Right? Why are you looking for Hughes?
Don't be obtuse. I am his patron. As such, I own everything that Scholar Hughes produces. I suppose that includes you as well. The secrets in his laboratories are meant for
Fuck, it
gnome
does.
eyes only. They must be controlled. At any cost.
Can I trust you? Honestly, I don't think that I can. You seem untrustworthy to me.
I could ask the same question. For all I know, Famous Hughes is on the run from you. I am willing to assume that's not the case. Simply put, you may be my only chance of locating Hughes. Just as I may be yours.
Nox says hashtag owned by a gnome. And then he says eminent domain. That's fucked up. No. Alright. Can't you find him?
It would seem the incident in Alistar made Scholar Hughes a touch paranoid. Every time we receive a clue about his location, he vanishes before I can reach him. But he's running out of places to hide. It's my opinion that there's one hope left of finding Hughes. You.
I think Hughes is ducking you. I mean, he obviously doesn't want to talk to you, otherwise he would have reached out or something, let you know where he is. I don't think he wants you to be his boss anymore. In fact, wait, here it is, in my backpack. I have a message for you. A missive from Hughes himself. It says, and I quote, "You're not the boss of me." Signed, Famous Hughes. Anyway, I'm a sucker for a quest, so I guess I'll find him for you. Well, really, I'm finding him for myself, but I'll say I'm finding him for you.
And I'm grateful. Scholar Hughes is quite fortunate to have friends like us. Hughes has an old laboratory in the cavern of Saltwell Mines. I believe he's been conducting research there since the destruction of Alistar Tower. Find him, and you will be rewarded for your contribution to science. I will await your success in the Librarium in Edessa.
Okay, hold the fuck on. If you know where he is, he's over there in those caves. We can't find him. Try to find him, but we can't find him. He's over there in those caves, though. Why don't you go in the fucking cave if you already... Alright. Where did you say Hughes was hiding? I understand that you don't know, but you also know.
He may have returned to his old laboratory in Saltwell Mines. But if any of my people approach, he'll flee. He's quite paranoid, for good reason.
Ah, I see. Fine. You explain yourself. Accept your explanation. Can't wait till you get to Edessa so I can feel your incoming reaction. Oh, good. If you make a recommendation, it might be best to first explore Edessa before going into those caves. Okay. I won't go in the caves yet, then. Alright, goodbye, Templar Octien. Look for Hughes. The Gnome Templars have lost contact with Famous Hughes since the Tuatha attacked him at Alistar. Octien says that Saltwell's Caverns was once used by Hughes as a lab. My search for him should start there. But I ain't trying to do all that right now. Honestly, I wasn't even intending to work on this quest right now. I just happened to fucking run into him as I was exploring the zone.
What is it?
Oh yeah, the satisfaction of making this smug motherfucker wake. That's true, Saito. That's a value add right there. Lyria. Another giant ass mountain. I like the giant ass mountains. Although I was pretty fucking unimpressed by the top of the last one. No, I have not finished the side quest in the Hollowlands. I kind of just got to the Hollowlands. I mean, I've run around and explored part of it, but I haven't really done any quests here yet. I've met a lot of these assholes, though. This guy needs to get his fucking kids under control. Listen, Laz, I don't know who the fuck you are, but I don't appreciate your son's bullshit. Some kind of fucking deadbeat dad. Look at this ramshackle ass place. With just a random free-for-all chest sitting outside of it. Because that's what people actually do. Not to be confused with Sun's bullshit, which is when he tries to play an April Fool's prank on Nox. What kind of April Fool's prank? Okay, we're not going in there yet. We've already heard the whole story about this Aaron guy and how he basically got fucked by Modus Mining. And now his business is shutting down and shit. I have a feeling we're going to be helping him out. Like, I'm going to take his side in this whole thing if I can. Because, who the fuck is this guy? Oh, he's a human? Oh, I'm 100% taking his side. Definitely, this guy is our guy. Fuck Modus Mining. I should speak to Edgar Aaron, who runs Aaron's excavations, in order to find the Cruddock Bloodbane and collect the bounty. Alright, let's talk to him.
There's no work here for you, stranger. Check with Motus if you're looking for a job. You'll not find one with us.
But I understand you've recently lost all your employees. Aren't you hiring at that point? I mean... what happened to all your workers?
I hired a small army of gnomes to help me with the mine. Spent a lot of money transporting them here and gave them a good living. And the miserable bastards have the gall to leave me for Motus.
That's gnomes for you. What do you think about Motus? From everything I've heard, they suck.
They call themselves a mining operation. They're more like a thieves' den. I was in the Hollowlands long before they ever set up shop. Once they got settled, they offered better wages to my workers. Every single one of them is working for Motus now. I couldn't compete with that kind of money.
That's unfortunate. Walmart came in and running out of business. Yeah, I know, his stupid little soul patch thing there is pretty dumb looking. So, you must be Edgar Aaron then. I've heard a lot about you.
I've spent a lot of time here in the Hollowlands, living off the soil and the wildlife. I thought I'd finally made a living for myself when I discovered the mineral deposits here. Not sure what I'll do now that Motus has stolen my workers, but I'll think of something. Motus will get theirs someday.
If I can do anything about it, I'd love to get Motus theirs. What's up, Darnaz? How you doing? Welcome. So, do you know anything about that giant mountain right there?
I've lived in the Hollowlands for a time. seen lights and heard rumbles from the top that could have been the world's quietest storm, or very powerful magic. Mark my words, there's something happening up there.
I'll go check it out at some point. Anyway, I heard there's a Craddock.
Capstan sent you my way, did he? Yes, I'm familiar with old Bloodbane. This Craddock is extremely protective of a particular pack of brownies. The surest way to draw it out of hiding is to attack those brownies. They help Bloodbane hunt, you see. I'll mark their territory on your map for you. Good luck. No one's been able to best the creature yet, and it would be unfortunate if you didn't make it back.
I'll make it back. Don't even trip. Bye for now. I should enter the Hollowlands desert and hunt Bloodbane's brownies. According to Edgar Ahrens, slaying the brownies should attract Bloodbane's attention. Love slaying brownies. It's almost like slaying gnomes. They kind of look like gnomes. They're just not as incredibly obnoxious. Oh. Guess I'm not going in there then. This should reconnect me back up with the area where I already was. This is where I was slaughtering gnomes before. It felt good. Alright, so I've made my full perimeter of the region. I need to explore, and I've explored all this area down here. Oh, that's where, okay. I need to explore this sort of central region here. Like there's a chest I didn't get over there. And, go kill that Craddock. Yeah, he played Zax, the Bugbear, a couple times. A few times? I don't know. A couple times. Bloodbane sounds less foreboding sounding when coupled with brownies, right? That is a true statement. The terrifying Bloodbane and his pack of, well, brownies. Dude, I want to fight this. I want to fight one of these. Whatever the fuck that thing was. Get some epic boss fight of the giant ass, whatever that thing is. Alright, here we go. Let's learn some lore.
The land flourished under her gentle plumes. As life returned to the burnt expanse, the people crawled from their caves and saw a majestic silhouette against the open sky. They praised Saina and worshipped her likeness. She replied with a call that still echoes on the wind.
Wait. Wait. The flight of Saina. Saina's blessing on the deserts and Helios is empty. Winged Saina. Her feathers, her wings, right? And does that not look like a bird? Is that Saina? I mean, don't actually answer that, but, like, maybe that's her skeleton. The, like, giant bird god or whatever she was. Nox, like how Twitch spontaneously welcomed me into the chat room twice just now. Wait, it did what? I don't know what that means. Calabar. Oh. The giant Aarakocra. I was kind of thinking that, Nox. Aarakocra, one of the most obnoxious races. Fucking Calabar. What's this goofy-ass Fae want from me?
I watch them day by day, their foolish, meddling scampering to separate one piece of earth from a slightly different piece of earth.
We got ourselves a real geologist here.
Will heal any wounds mortals can inflict. But I worry that these wounds may be long to heal. I cannot act, I am bound by our beliefs. But an agent of change could cauterize these wounds by making the century plants bloom.
No, I was hoping you were going to ask me to kill some gnomes. Alright, what the fuck are century plants? Hashtag making shit up.
Normally they blossom only every 100 years. The land stirs and wakens, and what was worn away rejuvenates. That is the way of things.
I see. Who are you?
I shepherd the surface, while Orenda sleeps beneath. I await the day when I may lay down to rest, as Orenda does, beneath the sands. The mortal's growing influence in this world wearies me.
I talked to Miranda. Well, I talked to, like, her dream projection or whatever. She did mention you.
Have you met her? Fair and dark as the night itself. She will sleep until my time is past. Then I will lie down and dream while she walks the sands.
Tell me about these lands. Their secrets. Reveal them to me.
In ages past, we danced in circles on the dunes and sang sweet songs to the distant peaks. Now I alone walk here, while Orenda dreams in reverie below.
And now there's gnomes all over the place. God, this has got to be horrible for you. Hashtag Sleepy Fae. You're actually considering becoming an Eric Cochran in the campaign so I could capitalize on bird puns? Oh, Nox. Oh, as an Eric Cochran, you could probably arrange some kind of skywriting. If you had, I don't know, something that would, like, hang in the air, you could fly around and make letters. Like some kind of, like, colored dust or smoke or something. You could make your own skywriting. Alright, so the gnomes. Do you want to kill them as badly as I do?
The little mortals, you mean? Forever cutting, clearing, digging, will they never stop? Won't they tire of it and go away?
Sure, they'll go away. Once all the valuable minerals are gone. Alright, how do you make the century plants bloom?
Oh, I cannot make them bloom, not now. When the time is right, one fey whisper will do. You mortals are not bound as we are. You can grow such things out of season.
Why do they need to bloom?
The century plants have deep ties to the pulse and marrow of the land. Their breath wakens the desert, causes the rocks to stir and grow.
I'm not sure that this guy's ever taken an entry-level earth science course. Alright, and what will this do exactly? Will it annoy the gnomes?
You wouldn't know with these little mortals here, but these lands are a fey place. And fey places need refreshing from time to time. The blooming of the century plants is the fastest route of recovery.
Yes, but will it annoy the gnomes? Look, I'm assuming it's a yes, so what do I do?
A friend of the sands. You'll do what needs doing. You will need petrichor. Here's a skinful I have gathered. But first, you must ready the plant with fire.
Oh, I like the sound of that.
Only after fire will they drink the petrichor. There are 3 century plants in this land just now. Make all 3 bloom, and all will be well.
Great. I get to burn shit. What's petrichor, by the way?
The smell of the earth after rain. I have gathered it over years in that skin.
I see, so it's oil. Got it. Wait, how do I make them bloom again? Tell me more about this fire.
For each of the 3 upon the sands, scorch it with fire, then slake it with the petrichor I gave you.
Slake. I'll slake the fuck out of some shit. Alright, goodbye.
For now, then.
Need to slake. The century flowers. The fae called Calabar insist that the land will wake up and begin to heal itself when the century plants blossom. With the petrichor in hand, a bit of fire will coax the plants to blossom. Yay, petrichor. The skin is filled with something half gas and half liquid. It smells of the time just after a light spring rain. Right, got it. It opens an unused control room in the TARDIS. Alright. Yeah, his plan is to regenerate the minerals. That's gonna get rid of him. Everybody's always got the most fucking convoluted, roundabout-ass plans in this game. And frankly, in a lot of games. It seems like it would always be so much simpler to just kill X. But they never want you to kill X. They always want you to do some lengthy, convoluted thing to, like, make X, you know, leave or stop doing a thing. You know what else makes somebody stop doing a thing? Dying. Much simpler. But no. Alright, I've already been all up over that way. Won't Calabar be surprised when the gnomes descend on this place like locusts to mine the incredible ever-growing minerals? Yeah, he'll be delighted, I'm sure. Hey, look, I'm proud of myself that I figured out that this was Kaina or whatever the fuck her name is on my own before, like, the game told me. I don't think so. I don't want that shit. There's some dead people. Take a repair kit. Oh, this is the thing that was stolen from Miranda. A strange jewel, seemingly of Fey origin. Light pulses like a quickly beating heart. Well, that was easy. Here, go get a thing that's just laying on the ground unguarded. Okay, I guess I can do that. I found Miranda's light among the corpses of the thieves. There was a thresh nearby, presumably I didn't see a thresh. What thresh? Presumably their killer. If I return Miranda's light to her, the illusion should cease. Then the miners can return to work. Fuck the miners, though. There was a thresh nearby, but it was invisible and didn't attack me. But I'm pretty sure it was there. More of these assholes. Sons of Laz. Might have to play a game of Find the Invisible Thresh. Find the Invisible Thresh. The century flower over here. Looks like a cactus. Wait, that's it? I just F it? I don't even have to actually use fire on it? Apparently there's a chest right there. I see. Probably had to refresh its internet connection. What? That was a reach. Maybe you hit it with fire before when going through this area? Actually, you know what? It's weird. I think I deliberately cast a fire thing on that thing when I first saw it just to fuck around. Just to, like, see if it would light up or something. I don't know why, because I saw it and it looked distinctive and I'm like, huh. I think if we checked the video of last night's stream, you could actually find me randomly doing that without even having the quest. That's kind of weird. Alright. Look for Hughes in the saltwater caverns. Yeah, I'm not going to do that right now. Got some shit to do over here. Got some shit to do in there. Half-built bridges are why your character insists on... Yeah, oh god. Fucking... Like, really? Why do they have to... Why does it have to be that way? It really makes me unhappy. So this area right in here might have something that I have yet to discover. I don't think so though. It looks pretty... Oh no, there's something glowing over here. It's a scepter of twilight. I think that's pretty much it. At the beginning of the game, you're told to make plants that look exactly like those bloom with magic. You mean these plants? Well, yeah, it says these plants automatically bloom when magic is near, is what they told me. And every time you find plants that look like this, they do open up when magic is near. But they never looked like fucking... They never looked like big cactuses, though. I mean, the ones you see in caves and stuff, normally they have like the purple flowers, but they don't look like cactuses. Alright, credit time. Guess what, motherfuckers? I will dig your grave! Dig your grave! Oh, wait, I'm getting my ass kicked. Actually drank a healing potion there. A minor healing potion. They're probably using desert cactus since it's a new area. Desert cactus, really? Well, that was easy enough, I guess. I see. So you really do have to hit him with something fiery. Interesting. Wah wah wah. What, son? Oh, there's another one way the fuck over here. You know what I have yet to see? In fantasy. Now there are modern day games that have something like this, such as Just Cause, Ghost Recon Wildlands, Far Cry, but I've never seen a fantasy RPG with flying mounts. Like real flying mounts that actually fly over the ground and you can fly up above everything and shit. Like if it's an isometric game or something and there's a mount that just lets you hover over the ground, that doesn't count. I mean like flying mounts like they have in World of Warcraft. Because WoW has legit flying mounts where you can really fly all around and fly over everything in the terrain and land wherever you want, and it's fucking awesome. But I've never found like a legitimate single player RPG that has that, and somebody should, because that would be great. White flake, that's fantastic. That's what we've always wanted. Cloud crust. Skyrim with Dragonborn has flying mounts. Really? You can ride dragons? Like, it's not a mod? It's like a real thing? Put out by Bethesda, I mean? Yeah, with a shout. Can't be bothered. Never heard of this. Man, my inventory is always filling up now. I don't understand what's up with that. I mean, I'm looting all kinds of useless garbage that's not even worth anything to sell. I constantly just loot everything. Like this. Like, I don't even need to loot this. It's a Sylvanite hammer. It's white. It's gonna sell for not very much. And it's gonna sell for an amount of money that's trivial and meaningless to me at my current level of wealth.
Helios heard the call, and looking down upon the desert, grew irritated. His mighty works were undone, and his brilliance spurned. He called Freka to his side, and implored the fiery god to strike Saina from the skies. Freka agreed, but as Saina was too strong, he asked Helios to lend him some of his fire as well. So Helios gave Freka the flames of the sun.
So the sun are cool. Well, yeah, but that usually doesn't happen. I mean, it's been happening lately, just since I got to the tier. Usually... Maybe it's because there's so few places to sell stuff in Datir. Whereas in the other zones, I was constantly coming back into contact with people I could sell to. Here, there's like no fucking merchants anywhere. Like, I've got to fast travel back to Moon Camp, basically, every time I want to sell something. Well, I mean, I can fast travel to anywhere with a merchant, but... Fuck you, Faye, man, giving away my shit. Excuse me, Aaron, come to your fucking desk. You need to do your job. You need to do your job. Where are you? Okay, for the love of God, this is not the kind of customer service I've come to expect from Moon Camp. Forget it. You know, forget it. I'm not going to run all over Hell's Half-Acre. Wait, she's just right there. Okay, she's right there.
Do you know Grim Onwig?
Yes,
Rumor
we've
is
had
the hero
this discussion. I don't think I'll ever use these. But I might change my mind, so I'll hold on to them. Technically, I could sell these to that one guy. Yes, I will, even though he only gives me like 100 or something meaningless. Alright.
Tried to have him killed, and now come again.
I know. It's quiet time now. The ridiculous amounts of gold you can accumulate. Yeah, I mean, I'm back up to 1.8 mil, and that's after I spent 1 million gold on a new set of armor and weapon when I first found Prismere shit in the shops. All this gear that I'm using I pretty much bought, and I spent like 1 million gold on it. And I still am back up to 1.8 million. Alright, where is the guy? Where's the fucking guy that will buy these boots, these peasant boots for me for like nothing? Yeah, this guy that needs a shirt.
Well, it's nice to see you again. Have you drudged up any cloth to sell me?
Yes, yes.
That's good. Here's some gold for your trouble.
That is not an amount of gold for my trouble. 404 gold? Whatever, dude.
Pleasant
of course,
journeys.
he just gave me 404 gold for a pair of peasant shoes. So if you think about it in that term, you know, that's actually pretty fucking good, but... the game makes a big deal of, oh shit, you really want to spend 4,000 gold, right? What's up, Silent Fawn? How you doing? Welcome. Invest in mercantile enough to get 30% worth back when you destroy items, and you can always pick stuff up, make money, and easily clear your pack. Ah, I never thought about that. I haven't put any points into mercantile. I've just trained it twice. Because I thought, who needs mercantile? I'm already making way more money than I ever need. Why would I need to make more? Okay, hold on. We're gonna go back to this place. Yes, back to Modus Mining Outpost. Good way to keep your pack clear. That makes sense. Alright. Oh, this isn't even the guy, is it? I need to go in here.
Ha! I've been hoping you'd come by.
Hello.
Miners report no sight or sound of Bloodbane since you ventured out into the desert. That means they can start work on the Dunehead site, and that you've earned your pay.
But what about the competing mine? We should help them get back into business. Fuck these gnomes.
Aaron Excavations. They're the other mining outfit in the Hollowlands, our only competition. Though I wouldn't say that they're particularly stiff competition.
Now that Bloodbane's dead, I wonder what new monstrosity will arise to take his place.
Thank you for ridding us of that menace. If you hadn't happened along, who knows where we'd be? In whatever that thing calls a stomach, I suppose. You're welcome here any time, friend. Though there's not much to do but swing a pick at rocks.
Thanks.
You look like you can take care of yourself.
I've completed my 120th task. The Croddock Bloodbane had somehow developed a taste for gnomish miners, blocking all progress at Dunehead Mine. Now that I think about it, I feel like I've committed a grievous error in killing this thing. It was eating gnomes.
But you should be careful out there.
I should have been healing it, not killing it.
Lest the sun burn you down.
How you doing, Maz? Is this pesos or gold? Right? Well, if you got gold coins like this, I'm just imagining that these are extremely tiny gold coins. Like, each coin is like the size of like a fucking fingernail or something. And like wafer thin. Each one is like a flake of gold. I don't want to look for Hughes right now. Alright, let's go back to Calabar. Who is apparently right over here. Up there, in some inconvenient ass spot to get to. What if the money is actually just gold-coated white flake? It wouldn't surprise me.
I can smell them on the dry winds. Your eyes may not see the natural decay, but I assure you, it is there. The little meddlers may do their worst. The Hollowlands will endure it and mend the wounds they make.
Right. I think you're underestimating mortals' ability to strip mine a place. But, enjoy living in your dream.
For now, then.
I helped Calabar bring the Hollowlands 3th-century plants to flower. He insists that their blossoming allows the land to wake up and heal the wounds inflicted by the gnomes' mining. Mm-hmm. Sure, buddy. If I have to fucking bet on a race between your magic and Mortal's Greed is gonna win. Explain why you keep finding white flake. The gold coating has just fallen off, and that's why it's always locked in chests. Oh, finally we figured out the lore of this game. It finally makes sense. Alright, let's take Orenda's light back to Orenda. It's kind of an horrendous quest. I've got to go into this Fey Hollow, which means it's not going to be as simple as just like, here you go, and I leave. Right? For some reason, I'm going to have to fight a bunch of sprites and shit. I am super sick of Fey Hollows, though. This is a dungeon set that they overused. There is a chest over here, though. Hold on. Oh, look. A bunch of rando sprites that want to attack me. Yeah. Random celebratory chakram tossing after the battle is done. You know how I roll. Basically giving mortals infinite oregano. Oh, nah. Oh, Saito, that was good. That was good. Infinite oregano. There's a... Oh, I see you. I see you, Seymour. No, Seymour was... That's... What the fuck was the name of the plant? In Little Shop of Horrors. Seymour was the dude that the plant was like, feed me, Seymour. Just heard a rim shot, right? You get that a lot around here. A lot of that kind of nonsense. Kind of shenanigans. What's up, Stoneface? Go this way. Whoa! Am I inside the ground? What happened to my camera angle? The camera angle just went nuts there. Audrey. Yeah. That's it. Secret room, except it's not secret at all. Motherfucker. I actually saw that thing on the map too earlier, and I was like, all like, oh, we're gonna avoid that. And then like, I went for that plant and I forgot about it. There's another one right up ahead of me. Watch, same thing's gonna happen. Wish you could kill those things. Hard to spell. I think that's a 66% chance for me right now. Hey, what's up, Josiah? Or just, I don't know how to pronounce your name, but how you doing? You guys should give Josiah there a follow. He's been streaming. Been watching his streams lately a bit, and he's been streaming Fallout Tactics and other stuff too, but a lot of Fallout Tactics, which is an awesome game that I've never seen anyone else ever stream. Asbestos plants, obviously. Plants usually don't do well with fire. It's true. You've got a point there. Got a point there. Man, I'm so glad I've got maxed out the spelling now. I never have to really do the mini game anymore. Okay. Alright. Couple of these motherfuckers, huh? Fallout Tactics is some good fun, even with lore inconsistencies. I feel like in a post-apocalyptic setting, lore inconsistencies make sense. Like, there's extremely poor record keeping, and like, it's a lot of people just like telling random stories about shit, so like, anything that anybody says in one game, if it doesn't line up with what they say in another game, it's like, it kind of makes sense. I feel like everybody in the Fallout world is an unreliable narrator. Fucking white flake. Good thing we had a chest to keep that in. Alright. Here she is, I guess. It's not Fallout Brotherhood of Steel. I've never even seen that game. Fallout Brotherhood of Steel. I've never even... I mean, I've heard of it. You've mentioned it before, but... like, I've never even seen it. Yeah, dispelling sucks, huh, Silent Fawn? It's hard. When you don't have any levels in dispelling, or just a couple. She's just sitting here doing the Chin Mudra, hanging out with her fucking ice cream hairdo. It was a PS2 game. Ugh. You heard it's hot garbage? Yeah, well, Saito always talks about it as though that game personally took a shit in his mouth, so it can't be very good.
The light! Return to me! Did you do this? The blessings of the thorn and shadow be upon your head, little mortal. Now leave me to the reverie, and the deep shadow and the far wind sighs.
Okay, seriously, wait a second. Did I just walk up to you, hand you a gem, and you said, "Did you do this?" Who the fuck do you think did it? Alright. Certainly can turn of phrase. Yeah, that one was pretty elegant, I gotta say. Given I've only brought it up this time and once other. Yeah, but both times you said negative things about it. Always. You always talk about it. Yeah. I think you've brought it up a couple times before this. Alright. So, the Hollowlands. Are they going to be a better place now that I've given you your light gem?
This is home, the place of power. I can feel the mortal's presence above, taking, chipping away at the land. Calabar will not be pleased.
Yes, Calabar wasn't delighted. I did a quest for Calabar. It's fine now. I burned some plants or whatever. Alright, Orenda. What will you do now? Will you go back to your quote-unquote reverie?
I long to return to the reverie. While Calabar walks the sands, I must sleep.
As you've said, right. So can you sleep now?
Now I have the light, the reverie will be untroubled. Now leave me be, little one. Leave me be.
It's not very grateful. I mean, leave me be. Look, if somebody does a quest for me in real life, I'll at least, you know, like, have a little conversation with them for a few minutes. Act like I like them as a human being for a little bit after they've done a quest for me. Not like, thanks for quest, now leave me be. Get out. Get the fuck out. I'm just saying. Us mortals like a little conversation after we do a quest. Oh, Boston Lockdown is pretty fucking terrible. I can't decide which is worse, Boston Lockdown or Daggerdale. Because both of those took such a gigantic shit on the fucking franchise that they were nominally representing that I can't decide which one offends me more. Wait a minute. What's that chest? Did I already come over here and... Why is there... Oh, hey guys. Oh, hi, Mark. Little one, was that a personal comment? guess. Boston Lockdown had more than 3... Yeah, but the voiced characters were really bad. Yeah, Buster, what it is right now. Who keeps breaking my barrels? That was the best part of fucking Daggerdale. Was the Dwarven Cooper. He was all cooped up in there in those Dwarven tunnels. Oh, why didn't I get that stone? Super lazy. I think this is the last one.
A fire from the heavens struck Saina, and her plumage burst into flames. She flew high to cool her feathers and dove to extinguish the fires. Still nothing would cease the burning, and she knew that she was doomed. So she absorbed as much of the heat of the sun and the spirit of fire as she could, and fell dead to the earth. Now only her bones remain, but she will rise again if life is threatened in the Hollow Land.
Man, I wish that was true. Life is threatened now. Rise again. I want to see that giant-ass bird skeleton get up and start acting crazy. Draken sang. I think I tried that a little bit. And I don't remember being super drawn in by it. It's based on that German pen and paper RPG, right? The Dark Eye, or however you actually say it in German. Canyon Hill Mine. Alright, let's go back to Answer, I guess. Let him know that we handled his bid. I'm trying to run all the way over there. Not this guy. Answer Garou.
A Fey relic? Was that it? She called it a light. I wonder what possessed those fools to steal it. No matter. Facts are, without you, I'd still be tugging my beard at the bottom of that slope. So please have this. The interest rewards those who smooth its way.
What about a Pool Veer, that guy out there? What's his deal?
Foreman Vire? Head harder than a rock, and emptier than a mined-out stope.
What the fuck is a stope? I'm assuming that's a real word that's related to mining. But who the fuck would even know that word? Were they expecting to sell a lot of units of this game in West Virginia? Okay. Alright, so, appearance of the Fae. Let's discuss that topic.
All this caused by a stolen jewel. Remarkable. As I've always said, there's no understanding Fae. All the same, we ought to have known we were digging right above a Fae hollow. Didn't seem important at the time, I suppose.
Yes, right, you don't care about anything but money making. Modus, you're a bunch of ballers, I get it. Bye.
Goodbye. Thank you.
I have completed my 122nd task. With Arenda's projection dissipated, Modus mining interests can resume operations at the Canyon Hill Mine.
Thank you for all you've done. Not sure what's more dangerous. The Fae out in the desert. Well, I'm so glad to be out of the sun and back to books and charts.
Mind-splaining. Now that was fucking good.
So long.
That's fucking mind-splaining. Oh, that's right. There was just some bullshit in here. Yeah, a frying pan. I don't want that. Pool. Wasn't that a character from The Simpsons? I don't know. Was it? I know of stoping, but not stope, though I don't know exactly what stoping is exactly. Nobody does. Nobody fucking does. Except for the 2 people that have played this that are also minors in real life. So apparently a pool wants me to do something now. Goody. Let me guess, it's going to involve going into a mine and killing some monsters. I'm calling it now.
Oh, thank goodness you're here. It's my miners. They've gone deranged. Bless my beard. Just as both sides were coming back to full operation, the lunatics fled out into the desert. I tried to stop one of them and saw nothing but a blank stare and a strange light behind the fellow's eyes. He looked cursed. This is the work of that Fae, the one who sits atop the hill on the outskirts of town. If you can find that Fae and make him fix this, you'll be duly compensated.
Oh, great. The Fae was behind it, you think, eh?
Damn right. There's no other explanation. He calls himself Calabar. Polite enough fellow, I suppose, but I've never trusted him. When we first got this operation up and running, he'd appear out of the sands every once in a while and try to convince us to move out. It's so obvious now. I'll bet he was behind the other problems as well. The Cruddock, the attack on Canyon Hill, all of it reeks of Fae magic.
You do know that you're in their lands, right? You know what I hate? It's a pet peeve of mine. Kind of like my pet peeve about I had no choice. We've discussed this one multiple times. I hate when they say there's no other explanation. Motherfucker, there are literally infinite other explanations. You just can't think of any right now. Alright, just tell me where to go, fucking gnome.
Calabar watches the mine from his perch on the hill to the south. You'll find him there.
Oh. What about these frenzied miners? How are they acting? Why were they frenzied? Are they still gnomes?
They had an ill aura about them as they ran off into the desert. What they were running from, I don't know. None of them made any sense. They were just yelling, saying things that weren't there.
Oh yeah, there's some massive accent appropriation going on here. One day they're going to surprise you and tell you that you must accomplish the task without killing anything. Just you wait. Yeah, this doesn't seem like that kind of game. If you can't think of any other explanations, then your Nox Bluff score is too low, right? So now there's another mining holdup. You greedy fucks must be really upset about that.
Well, the Canyon Hill site's underway thanks to you. But for every step in this place, there's another stone to trip on.
Do you actually like working for Motus Mining, or are you just trying to punish yourself by staining your soul as black as possible by working for them?
Surely you've heard the name. Odessa's most powerful mineral mining interest. Dug the very stones Odessa was built on, and the gems that power her.
Yes, I know. Alright. Wait, what happened to the miners again? I've already forgotten. I was too busy thinking about how much I'd like to cleave your head in twain.
Didn't you hear me? They've gone soft in the head. Most ran off into the desert, some stayed in the mines. I tried to stop one of them and got nothing but a vacant stare and a strange light behind the fellow's eyes. Then he took off. He looked cursed. I bet my beard that damn Fae had something to do with this.
Okay, fine. I'll look into it.
Nothing is going right. Nothing.
These gems are truly, truly outrageous. Now you're gonna get the Gems theme song stuck in my fucking head.
They didn't use no miners.
And that's not acceptable. Gem is truly outrageous. Truly, truly, truly outrageous. How do I even know that song? It's not like I watched Gem. It's just, I remember it would come on TV and I would hear the theme song. I don't know. I must have heard the theme song a bunch of times. I think it must have come on like after another cartoon that I did like. And then Gem would always come on and I'd be doing something else, or, you know, I wouldn't change the channel fast enough or something. Because I didn't watch Gem. I literally can't remember watching a single episode of Gem, but it seems like I heard the theme song a bunch of times. So I don't know what's going on there. There's also that other popular one. It's not yours, it's mine. Nice. Alright, we're gonna go back and talk to Calabar again, I guess. Probably not even going the right way.
Greetings, mortal. What are you here for, mortal? I'll not suffer another child of dust. I've had enough of your lot. Especially those of you calling yourselves Edgar Allan.
Are you just a forgetful fuck? Do you not remember that I just did a fucking quest for you, that we're buddies now, that I restored the land and shit? A second ago? Like, literally just a few minutes ago? God damn it, Fae. I hate the Fae and I hate the gnomes, and this place is just full of nothing but Fae and gnomes everywhere you go. Imagine if the people of the skull found Cyanus skeleton. Oh man, they could get a lot of bonus stats. What did Edgar do? At least he's a human. I mean, we've got to give him a lot of points for that.
I lent him my relic when he asked for help extracting resources from the ground. I believed I was aiding a friend. But Edgar Allan deviated from his purpose. The plight of Orenda and the attack of the Craddock on the mortal camp perplexed me. I know now that Edgar caused them with my relic. If you wish to free the mortals from their predicament, you must seek out Edgar Allan and take back the relic. With it in hand, speak to the miners to break the spell.
Tell me about this relic.
I have heard mortals refer to it as a stone or a jewel. Vast oversimplifications, as children of dust are wont to make. It is my light, as Orenda's lantern is hers.
You just
Edgar
loan
Allan
your light
asked
out.
to borrow my relic to use in his mine, to draw the minerals the mortals find so valuable. I thought him worthy of friendship, and thus gave it to him. Alas, he has deviated from his purpose. The Craddock attacks, the theft of Orenda's lamp, and now this. All of this petty sabotage is his doing, made possible by my relic.
Why would you give that? Okay. Tell me what you know of Edgar Allan.
The Marshal and I made a verbal contract. I would give him use of my light to help him clear the wild fae from his mine. In return, he agreed to gather his resources with my relic rather than the little mortal's methods, ripping and tearing at the land. He has instead shown his true quality, and now your miners are scattered to the winds.
They're not my miners. Ain't no miners of mine. Hashtag not my miners. Yeah, I was talking about fantasy RPG, but yeah, there's lots of like modern day or sci-fi type games where you can fly around. Alright, where's Edgar Allan now, I ask, even though I already know.
He has fled to his mine. If you truly wish to save the little mortals wandering the sands, you must retrieve my relic from him. You would do well to bring it back to me as well, when you have claimed it. It is a powerful relic, and could do much harm in the wrong hands.
I don't like this because I would like to side with Edgar Aaron, to be honest with you, because he's, you know, opposing the Modus Mining Company who came in here and shut him down, screwed him over, and fuck them. I want him to be victorious. So really him using your relic to fuck them over is something that I support. So honestly, I'm doing this whole thing under duress, and the only reason I'm willing to do this is because hashtag I had a quest. You're the person who thinks of a witty pun the day after? Yeah, me too. Siding against Aaron, doing it for the gnomes. Fuck. Alright, goodbye.
For now, then.
Interesting single player where you flew around as a dragon. I think it was called Eye of the Dragon. Don't know if it's still around. Never heard of that. Never heard of that. Alright, I need to go to the Aaron Excavations mine. I still haven't actually been into the Canyon Hill mine. Am I going to get sent in there by one of these quests? Or the Dunes Head mine, for that matter. That's my inventory, 62. Alright. Go around fighting other dragons and setting people on fire. That's always fun. We will go into all the caves in Detir except possibly for Hervar's doorstep. You know, I saw that trap right there, and I'm like, oh, let me disarm that. So instead of pressing the button to disarm it, I just pressed the button to walk directly onto it. No, you have to F the traps, not W them. F these effing traps. Don't W the traps. F. F, F, F. Seriously? Okay. I literally disarmed that and it's still... You go to open the fridge and then you accidentally just start walking into it. Hey man, I do that. Okay. This is a really small mine. What? Something about this I don't trust. But I do trust looting mining carts. Wow, why would they keep all this stuff in a mining cart? Good thing we're mining up some scarwood bark. Know what I'm saying? Pretty minor. Alright, Edgar. I heard you've been up to some shenanigans, sir.
You found me, stranger. Been speaking to Calabar, have you? You've been putting out fires from motors all over the place, I hear. What can I do for you this time?
Why don't you give me some quests? Well, I mean, send me to sabotage them. Send me to slaughter them all. Just give me a quest and I'll do it. Why harm the miners? I already know the answer.
You've spoken to the Fae, I presume. I thought I saw you scaling that cliff. He wasn't lying. I wanted Motus gone. But I never meant to take it this far. If he'd just packed up his damn operation, nobody would have been harmed.
You thought that was going to... Whoa, 75%, that's all? You caused the critic attacks.
I did. With this little stone Calabar gave me. Simply thinking a thing makes a wild fae do it.
Okay, that's pretty awesome.
I couldn't keep old Bloodbane from falling for your brownie bait.
I'm gonna need to keep that fucking stone. They won't let me, they won't let me. And Orenda's lamp.
Calabar told me all about it, and how detrimental it would be if it were taken. Then I just had to tell a couple of gullible cutthroats about this incredibly valuable Fey relic buried in Shadowthorn Hollow.
Good grief, Wikipedia has Eye of the Dragon released in 2004. I'm getting old. Oh, yeah, tell me about it. I remember, like, games that I played just the other day, it seems like. And then I look and see when those games were released, and it's, like, so long ago. It's ridiculous. You can't trust a man with a shitty little soul patch like that. Yeah, you really can't. Although, again, just the fact that he's not a gnome makes him the best person in this whole area. Look, I'm gonna need you to give me the stone, and I don't want to have to reload my save, so let's not fuck around with a failure here.
Perhaps there is merit in cooperating with you. You kill Croddock and spelunk Fey Hollows for a living, after all. But if Motus doesn't leave the Hollowlands, I'm finished. There's no turning back for me. Kill this pest, boys!
Seriously? Seriously. What a dick. You did not just. Alright, now they're pissing me off.
No, please spare me. I was just trying to make a living here. Success should have been mine. I started my operation long before Motus ever arrived. My workers have abandoned me, and I haven't made a single coin from this place. This was all I could do to reclaim what once belonged to me. You understand, don't you?
I absolutely understand. I just... You're making bad decisions on the level of Sun Gnif at this point, sir. Just hand over the relic.
Fine. It's yours. Damn thing never did me any good anyway. I'm sure the Odessan Praetorians won't be far behind me now that the word's out. I won't be here when you return.
Goodbye. I wanted to help you, actually. I wanted to, but you made it impossible for me. I had no choice. There was no other explanation. I read that D&D came out in 1977. That's the same year I was born. That was his modus operandi. Oh, Nox. Boom. You were fucking knocking him out of the park today, sir. Knocking him out of the farm. That cart would have been full of drugs. Yeah. Alright. It was first published in 1974. Oh. Maybe I'm thinking of something else that came out in 1977, like Star Wars. A drug cartel. Wow, Nox is on fire today. Keeps coming up with funky ass hits like every single day. AD&D came out in 1977. Yes, that's what I was thinking of. AD&D. The first real D&D. No, it's not the first real D&D. The first real D&D was the first D&D in whatever form. I have taken the stone from Edgar and can now free the miners from his spell. All I need to do is speak to them with the stone in hand. I should seek them out in the Hollowlands desert. Oh, and let me guess, they're scattered all over Hell's Half-Acre. Yep. Okay. Good, good. Of course they are. Of course they are. I love how this quest is predicated on Josiah doing the exact opposite he wants to do. Look, this entire fucking area of the game is the exact opposite of what I want to do. Here's the quest I want to do. I want the game to give me a quest where me and Aelin Shear have to run around in an Arathi ruin killing gnomes. That would pretty much be the ideal quest. But no, instead, I'm doing this shit.
By the moon, where are these gazelles coming from? What was I saying?
I don't know, probably something stupid given the fact that you're a gnome. The gnomes in the Hollowlands aren't so bad. You can't imagine the shit they pulled in Apatir and the crap they're doing in Odessa. I can't wait to find out. Can't wait.
Reginald, what do we do? The house is aflame! The house is aflame!
Oh,
what?
No.
Oh, where is this? By my beard, how did I get so far into the desert?
Why? Why am I involved in this? Where's my life fallen to? I was a hero, damn it.
Where do you think you're going with my pickaxe, you wretch? No. Where is this? I promise this is the last time I partake in Detrian ale.
There's a quest in which you'll have the opportunity to murder dozens of gnomes? Yes. That'll be the high point of the game right there.
I've never noticed how close the ground is to the sky. I mean, I do now. It's a mistake I'll never make again. Wait, what was I saying? Oh, dear me, I have to go.
He did make a good point there. The ground is weirdly close to the sky. Like, if you look at the horizon, they actually touch. It's super weird. Is that a fair Gorta just standing there? Yup. I was trying to hit the gnome too, but no such luck. You know what? I'm sick of this shit. I just can't anymore. I just can't. It won't even let me go into aggressive mode and kill this fucker. Start singing a song from Moana? I've never seen Moana. Fucking Patrick Rothfuss was gushing about that fucking movie, though. He has a kid, though. People with kids have different values when it comes to cinema. Actually, a quest in which you murder dozens of gnomes. Who knew the Rock could sing? Wait, the Rock sings in that movie? Okay, hold on. I gotta fucking torrent that shit right away. I love Dwayne Johnson. Alright. Fine, Miner, let's do this.
I could swear there was a lake here a moment ago. What? What happened? What in blazes is this?
Can I kill him now? No. Let's return to a pool. The, rocks. Sorry. That was not on the tier of a Nox pun, unfortunately. And by torrent, he means legally acquire through lawful means. Well, yeah, I mean purchase at double its normal cost from the most legitimate vendor available. While also reading the Bible and voting. I don't know. Things that good citizens do. While also crossing the street at a crosswalk and more accurately, it was on the usual tier of Nox puns. He's just being unusually on form today. Adopting a couple of orphaned kittens and puppies. Yeah. Okay, buddy. Guess what? I've done your fucking dirty work. Your foul deeds.
Well, it looks like everyone's back or on their way. We're in your debt once more. Edgar's facilities are vacant now. They're yours if you want them. They were never particularly profitable once his miners left him. But in the right hands, a few of the miners feel so indebted to you, they'd like to work there for you, if you'll have them. You should visit the mine when you have a chance.
What? I own a mine now? Alright, goodbye.
Good eve.
I have freed the miners, received my reward, and even earned the remains of Aaron's excavations for my trouble. I should return Calabar's stone to him before it causes any more mischief. Now Josiah has an administrative job. Fuck my life. Dude, I want to go on adventures. Preferably, I want to go on adventures with hot elf chicks, and I want to murder things with the power of fire. I don't want to own a mine. I wouldn't want to own a mine in real life.
Greetings.
Who the hell is this guy? Wait, let's go back to... what's his name first? I love how it seems like every gamer I watch on Twitch, they get so excited when you can do the most quotidian shit in a game. Like, they're playing a game that's about, like, doing some epic cool shit, and then they're like, oh, wow, you can do accounting in this game, too, and they get all excited. Like, oh, wow, did you know you can drive a tractor and do farming in this game, too? That's awesome. Like, that's not awesome. I could go drive a tractor and do farming in real life.
Greetings.
I'm not doing it. You know why? Because that's fucking work. Not only did you help the gnomes, they reward you with a managerial position of the sort you were decrying. Yeah, God, this is the worst. Dr. Calabar. That's why work demons are so powerful. But can you build a Brahmin trough? Yes. I don't think it'll hold water very well. Calabar, I've done some things that I deeply regret. Just put me out of my misery.
I shall relieve you of the relic. For a mortal, you are remarkable.
Sure, you'll forget me the next time I talk to you.
Something fey. It is both fascinating and perplexing. But, as you mortals say, the dust has settled. This region was on the verge of catastrophe, thanks to Edgar Aaron. It was fortunate you were here to stop him. Farewell.
And now Modus Mining just gets to keep on making lots of money and doing whatever they want. I have completed my 123rd task. The miners have been freed from the magical dementia inflicted upon them by Edgar Aaron's use of Calabar's stone. Modus Mining's recent woes, from the Crudock to the theft of Orenda's light, can all be traced back to foul play by Edgar Aaron. Oh no, now I even have a task. I find myself in charge of Aaron excavations, including a promising gnomish mine and operations office. Look, the words promising and gnomish should never go together. I should survey these possessions and do what I can to improve them. Fine. Great. Let's go. Calabar is basically the chicken from Moana. Let's all talk about Moana that I haven't seen through the whole stream today. That'd be good. Now I have to see it. Alright, wait. Who's this little Goomba? Well, hold on. Let's just look in here real quick. So this is now, what, my third house? What? No. If I own this place, this statue's gotta fucking go. We can't... I can smash whatever I want in here. This is my place. I'm here to smash some shit. I'm not even taking that peasant's tomb. I don't care that that one guy in Moon Camp wants to buy it from me. Fuck him. Fortunately, that statue is placed in such a way that if it's removed, the building collapses. Actually, that's not a downside to me. Customize appearance. That's my bed? Shit-ass house is this? I don't even have a bed. I've got a dodgy-ass looking rug laying there. Come on. Ooh, I could use the stash, though. Got some junk to throw in there. You have to upgrade it. Oh yeah, that's right. Hey, I like the sound of this book. Chasing the snake tail. Stash. The bed. The appearance. Alright. Let's read a book. You know what? I think I've already read this book, actually. A scholarly text describing the gnome construction of the city of Edessa and the role Tyrrhenium mining played in the collapse of Apatir. I think I read this. Tyrrhenium, it's great, blah blah blah, da, 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 da. Also known as Track, yeah, the Great Boom. Yeah, I've read this one already. No, it does not feel great. I put them in there just in case I want to use them later. Which I probably won't, but I, you know, I might. Alright. Vincent Halvern. Apparently you work for me.
Welcome. The Motus miners have told me all about you. I'm Vincent Halvern, Edgar Aaron's former assistant and facilities manager. I'll continue to run the mining office for you, if you'll allow it. Come and go as you please, the building is yours to use. And if it doesn't suit your tastes, with some spare coin, I can arrange for renovations.
I'd like to collect my money.
Here you go. This is the profit we've managed to make since you were away.
Not bad. I'd like to collect more money.
Sorry, boss. We haven't yet sold off what we've produced. Check back later and I'll have your money.
Tell me about these miners I've got, apparently.
The Motus miners feel indebted to you. They've offered to work your mine, for a sliver of your overall profit, of course.
Tell me about yourself, Vincent.
I locked myself in here while Edgar was hatching his schemes. I knew it would come to violence at some point. He was hell-bent on getting even with Motus. Anyhow, what's past is past. You need a manager for this building while you're away, and I'll do it for a small fraction of what you earn. Speak to me if you want work done on this building, or if you'd like to collect a profit.
Alright, so you're a coward. Got it. Do you know anything about the Saltwell Caverns?
Beastly creatures stalk near those caverns. They're not fey, and they're definitely not natural. You could pay me enough to get close to there. I wish it were somewhere far from here. The Hollowlands are dangerous enough without them.
Beastly creatures, oh no. You know anything about that giant mountain, Cloudcrest?
Yet another place of mystery that I'd rather be much farther away from. The Hollowlands are death trap enough as it is.
Look, obviously you haven't traveled much, Vincent. Everywhere in this world is super dangerous and full of monsters. There's nowhere you could go away from all the dangerous monsters. Just an FYI. Let me upgrade my office.
If you have enough gold, I can clean this place up and furnish it with goods from across the land.
Wait a second, I got issues on my second monitor here. It's not working. My stream is not working. Hold on. Hold on for one more day. Is the stream working? Apparently, it's kind of working. Alright, good. I'll pay you.
I'll get right to work. It'll look brand new before you know it.
Statue's still there. How much do I have to pay to get rid of that? So this place seems pretty much the same. Oh, it has a sagecraft altar now. Farmer's shoes. Finally, I have a bed. I mean, I'm not gonna use it. No, I don't want those. Fortunately, all gnome built structures are required by law to have at least one gnome statue in them. I wouldn't even be surprised if that's for real. Bay history, nature. I don't think I've read that one. Hey, boss. While we were upgrading your house, we just randomly left a bunch of gold coins in a fucking dresser for you. 'Cause that's what contractors do. Alright. Sure. Let's check out this book. This enormous book is made up of several volumes. Have I read this? This is a long fucking book. I don't know if I've read it or not, so I'm gonna read it. Innovation unlocked bed. Hey, we've just raised the survival limit for our tribe by 1. They're apparently buying you clothes and leaving them there for you. Yeah, a lot of weirdness goes on with these upgrades. On the History and Nature of the Fae by Nemius Perigams. Perigams, that's a good name. Introduction. When I was initially approached by the scholars of the Basilica to conduct a study of the creature commonly referred to in these lands as Fae, I was apprehensive. By what logic was I, an alchemical botanist, to be charged with compiling a written record of the indigenous peoples of this land? Surely the Basilica's needs could better have been served by a cultural historian, an anatomist, or even a taxonomist. Little did I know that the insistence of the Basilica stemmed from the fact that, indeed, a representative from each of these disciplines had been previously assigned the task of assembling the tome you now hold in your hands. And, through no fault of their own, each of them failed in their own way. You do realize Nemius is almost certainly a gnome, right? Scholars. I'm going to assume it's not. I'm going to assume this is a human that's just working with the gnomes. Race traitor. What is a Fae? If we cannot satisfy even this most base of questions, then the following pages can contribute nothing to the corpus of gnomish knowledge that I, as a human, am working for. We know that Fae are a sentient race that dwells in the forests of Dalentarth and those of Cluricon. We also know that they seem to be divided into 2 tribes, for lack of a better term. Why would you need to lack a better term? They call them houses, right? The house of... I mean, tribes. They don't have tribes. It's not like they're fucking primitives living in mud huts and shit. For lack of a better term, that are somehow aligned or otherwise attuned to the seasons of summer and winter. Courts is what they call them. The summer and winter court. For lack of a better term. Fuck their term, we're just gonna call them tribes because we are that arrogant. Though Fae appear in distinct genders, these are apparently superficial, perhaps even elective. Now that's an interesting tidbit. Differences and have no impact on their reproduction or social responsibility. We also know that the Fae are not mortal. They are subject to some form of reincarnation, coming back as cows, returning to life at some point after they die. In addition, Fae are intensely magical beings, more so than any other race encountered thus far by the gnomes. They're just salty that the Fae are more advanced than them. Yeah. But there is more. We also know that there are creatures referred to as wild Fae, boggarts, sprites, and others, which are somehow also related to the summer and winter Fae. There are rumors that, at the time I am writing this introduction, that a new tribe of Fae has appeared. Every time he writes the word tribe, I just want to punch this fucker in the nose. Has appeared in Alabastra, and are far more militant than either the summer or winter Fae have ever demonstrated themselves to be. If anything, these additional facts can answer our initial questions, at least in part. A Fae is a magical being, whose essence is as mutable as the whole of nature, just as both the red rocks of Detir and the steppes of the plains of Erethel are both part of one land, so too are many different creatures part of the one collective that we refer to as Fae. Physiologically, not much is known about the Fae, even after years of study. So apparently y'all suck at studying. Learn to study. I do know that Fey anatomy, though it bears some resemblance to our own, is perhaps more similar to that of a plant, which, I presume, is why the Basilica eventually concluded a botanist would be more useful to conduct such a study. How and why such anatomical features were combined remains a mystery. Indeed, almost everything about the Fae remains a mystery, but I can only imagine that magic plays a strong role in their bodily functions. Socially, the Fae are bedeviling. They are as capable of living alone in the wild, no better than a common beast, as they are of complex social interaction. Rumors persist that the Fae have a city, or something like it. Whatever the equivalent of a city is for a tribe. They have a warren, for lack of a better term, hidden in the primordial forests of Dalentarth, though few have ever seen it. From what reports I can verify, it seems that the Summer Fae have some authoritative body which goes by the name of the Court of Summer. This is apparently ruled over by a High King, but they pay no taxes or tithes, swear no fealties, nor fight in wars. Well, they did fight in a war, actually. For what purpose, then, does this centralization of power exist? Like so many things, a Fae will only tell you that it exists because it does, and that it always has. Could such an institution really be so eternal? Could such titles and rituals really have meaning without substance? It seems more likely that the Fae are playing at having a society than actually having one. Actually, that kind of seems true. Soon he's going to start talking about how he has been comparing the skulls of Fae to those of gnomes and how the divots in them prove gnomes are smarter. Right, Saito? Right? We can say with some certainty that the Fae are an old race, older than many others by far. In rare cases where we can find datable Arathian Fae ruins, them ruins are datable, know what I'm saying? We can successfully establish that both originated around the same time. This can be difficult to prove, since Fae tend to construct with plant matter, which has a habit of decaying. But though the evidence is circumstantial, it is enough to conclude that the Fae are perhaps the oldest living things in Amalur. But seeking to learn about the course of that history is about as satisfying as interviewing a tree on the accomplishments of its life. For though the Fae might live 100 years, it does so frozen in place. When asked, a Fae might answer with some uncertainty about the events that transpired. In truth, those 100 years are to a Fae a series of repetitions, of cycles that have repeated since time began and will repeat until time ends. As this book will show, a Fae will tell you that everything repeats. And though empirical evidence proves otherwise, they are partly right. For a Fae, nothing ever changes. Just like war. Yeah, I definitely didn't read this one before. This seems like one that I should have found in the very beginning of the game, so I would understand what the fuck was going on. And not like 100 hours into it after I've already learned all that shit. Moves. I got those moves like Jagger. Alright. Well, here's my new house or whatever. Let's upgrade it again.
I can't believe old Edgar had been causing all this trouble in the area. People died on account of him. Sad.
He just reminded me of Trump with that, like, one word sentence sad at the end of his statement. Alright, let me upgrade again, please.
With a bit more gold, we can improve the facilities even more.
Great, here you go.
Time to get to work. Oh, you'll love it.
Statue is still there. These people don't know how to upgrade. They left me some gold again. And some pants. Why would I need a mining cart in here? Alright. Blacksmithing forge. I guess it's full of ore for me to use. Those trumpet would be capitalized and have at least 2 exclamation marks. Yeah. Gnomish history. Oh yes. This is exactly what I want to know more about. I have more beds. In case I have guests. Also, they've never invented doors in this world. Like, this is my bedroom and there's just a giant opening here. No door. I mean, here's a door, so I guess they do have them, but only to the outside of buildings. No doors within a building. Except for those huge ones in the dungeons that, like, have to open, like, like all super complicated. Housewarming cart. They left you a pile of hors d'oeuvres. Hors d'oeuvres. I see what you did there. Wow. Alright, talk to me about Gnomish history. This book bears a Gnomish seal. Gnomish history by Crinius. No, I'm not gonna, I'm just gonna read it. I'm not gonna do a stupid voice for this. I can't. I can't do a good gnome voice, I don't think. Gnomish history by Crinius. No, that doesn't sound like a gnome.
Gnomish history by Crinius.
No. No, I can't really do a good gnome voice.
Gnomish history by Crinius. Part 1. Introduction. The history of the gnomes is a long and prodigious one. Ours is the record of knowledge and might itself.
That's not going to read this whole book like that. Really looking forward to when the U.S. finishes this whole Trump phase. I mean, I get it. You get to a couple of 100 years and then you think about trying something crazy. Yeah. Alright, the history of the gnomes is a long and prodigious one. Ours is the record of knowledge and might itself. Through our 3 pillars of scholars, Praetorians, and Templars, someone needs to ram those pillars, we have built an impressive and far-reaching society of success and accomplishment. Our enduring dedication to progress and the improvement of all civilization is a boon to all the other citizens of Amalur. Man, these gnomes are fucking arrogant, too. Just do the voice you think would belong to Findlethorpe Bindlewordle. All the other citizens of Amalur. And our generous contributions to the amicable relations between other kingdoms and governments has cemented the gnomish people as a valuable ally in any situation. The gnomes will retweet your tweets. Indeed, were it not for our achievements in the study of magic and alchemy, many advances would not have been made in the pursuit of a greater understanding and learning of Amalur itself. That's not much in the way of gnomish history. I learned exactly nothing about gnomish history right there. Thanks, useless book. How about are gnomes so bad that they don't let aurochs in their city? Oh yeah, that's unacceptable.
How goes the splunking? I've kept things pristine here at home.
Let me upgrade the office again.
For a tad bit more gold, I can add on another room for more storage space and furnishings that'll make an emperor drool.
No, I don't think you can do that, but just here, take my fucking gold.
It'll be ready in no time. When we're done, you'll own the finest building in all the Hollowlands.
Okay, that is not saying anything. The finest building in all the Hollowlands? Yeah, have you looked around the Hollowlands? That's like saying... That's like... I don't know what it's like saying. I can't think of an insulting enough analogy for that. The statue's still there, so that's good. Now I got a star thistle. That was like the whole upgrade. There's a star thistle now. Do you like it? I always look back here like there's gonna be something. Sagecraft altar. At least they put some new crates in here for me to destroy. They left me a scepter of execution. There's a bench for you to contemplate it on. I know, right? I could just sit here and... I mean, look at this statue. What's going on here? He's got some long-ass scroll that he's holding out. What's he doing with that key? Is he just... No. When I said no just then, I actually spelled it G-N-O. No. Just no. Oh! Well, that was worth it. Skill book mercantile. Now we're talking. Filled with lost lore and dozens of techniques, this book will grant a permanent bonus to the mercantile skill of whomever reads it. Yes! After reading this book, your mercantile skill has been permanently increased. Trader's Manifesto. The game of trading is as wild as the seas, and as different each day as the dice each roll. The first rule when dealing with these southerners is never let them have the final word. Bargain, barter, deliberate, and argue all you want, but at the end of the day, you have to add your terms and agree to them. The second rule is hospitality. At the bargaining table, a flagon of mead is worth more than all of the water in the ocean. If they think you are their friend, you will always benefit. If you think they are your friends, you will always suffer. The third rule is knowledge. These southerners pride themselves on their libraries and magic, yet they lose their fortunes and spurn their wealth. If you know what they know, you are an even partner. If you don't, or if you know what they don't, you are their superior. This is the way of the Varani, and you will always find the proper deal if you follow this advice. Great. Yay. I'm slightly better at mercantiling. Well, that was my upgrade, I guess. TLDR, be a sociopath. Well, that's what all business is. Hate this place. I want to burn it to the ground. You could literally burn the house down and the statement would remain true. I wish I could literally burn the house down.
We've expanded the facilities as much as we can, I'm afraid. But look at how far it's come. It's quite a sight, eh? Truly a marvel of modern architecture, if I do say so myself.
You shouldn't. It's not a marvel in any fucking sense of the word. Goodbye.
Take care, my friend.
A marvel? Really? Look at this fucking place. A marvel. Look, if we were on one of those reality shows where they buy a fucked up ass house and fix it up and turn a huge profit by flipping it, they wouldn't buy this fucking place.
Hail, adventurer.
Alright, at least you're a human.
Hail, friend. The gnomes at Modus Mining mentioned you'd be opening a mining site here. That's all well and good, but I can help you make the most of it.
Well,
for a small sum, I'll renovate this mine for you. Make it bigger. In the long run, you'll earn more money out of it. What do you say?
Tell me about yourself. Hopefully you're not too boring.
That's me, Master Architect at your service. Your friends at Modus Mining sent word to me that they were helping you open a site here. For a little bit of gold, I'll help you get this dump running more efficiently than Edgar Aaron ever managed to.
Do you know anything about that giant mountain there?
No one I know of has scaled it all the way, so there's no knowing for sure what's up there. Heard everything, from it's the home of a powerful mage, to it's the cradle of civilization itself. Sometimes in the same breath. There's an adventure to be had at Cloudcrest's Peak, I'm sure.
I hope it's a better adventure than the one at the top of the last big mountain. That place sucked. Do you know anything about Saltwell Caverns?
There are bad goings on at the caverns. The miners have all, one time or another, seen wretched, scarred creatures that walk on two legs pacing at the entrance.
So, I guess I'll upgrade the mine, then.
If you give me the gold, I can start clearing out one of the collapsed passages in the mine.
Let's go for it.
I'll start cleaning out the passage right away. Who knows what we'll uncover in there?
Alright, here we go. I have a mine. It's mine. This was your upgrade? Putting giant rats in my mine? They're like, lol, April Fools. Left you a little surprise in there. At least it's a mine or some. Whoa. Celestial Fury. The Tunic's former owner, noted pyromaniac Hacky the Baker, said, "Let's play with matches. If something catches, let's let it burn." Fire damage. Mana Steel. But I can't really wear that. And some white plate. I can't really wear that. Looks aight. During cuirass and chausses of ice wording. Exterminator will cost extra. Keep them coming. Now what are you little fuckers
I'm not sure what's
doing?
more dangerous, the Fae out in the desert, or the desert itself.
Are you guys all leaving? Because it isn't
Always
fucking
bring
break time.
headwear, lest the sun burn you down.
Get the fuck back to work.
They finally killed that Croddock. High time, if you ask me.
They? It was me.
The problem with Apatirs, they didn't use gnome. About time those Fae took their leave. I'd have taken them on myself, if they'd stayed any longer. It took that scholar long enough to get rid of those Fae.
It was me.
We'll keep this mine in order for you. Go save the world, hero. Your mine is in good hands until you get back.
Always bring headwear, lest the sun burn you down.
They're all leaving. How much are we paying these fucking gnomes? Because it's too much. The trap right here. Okay, when you were upgrading my mine and you decided to put a fucking trap right in front of this plant, these motherfuckers are trolling me. They're like, haha, this will be some funny jokes for our boss. Don't tell me that, oh, it's there for the rats. Obviously, it didn't do shit to the rats. So here's my mine so far, huh? It's not bad. Seems like a decent enough little mine. I mean, it's a decent size. It's not a mince or anything. But it's not just a minor size either. It might, Josiah. Be ashamed of yourself.
I can't believe Edgar put the miners through that. He was always about taking the fight back to the competition, but I didn't think he meant to take their lives. There's no excuse for it. Motus's business practices aside, he had no right. Thank you for righting his transgressions.
Whatever. Let me upgrade the mine again.
For another bit of gold, I can clear out the next section of the mine.
And leave some traps for me. And some monsters in there. I know how you're gonna do this. I'll pay you.
We'll have this place running at full capacity in no time.
Good, good. Can't wait. Overly complicated door.
Before I came here, I had never seen such a Fae-ridden place.
It's amazing that the Fae can flourish in such a warm environment.
Thank winds in the Hollow. Thank you. We appreciate your help more than we can express. Always bring headwear, lest the... Thank you. You saved my cousin out in that desert. I can never fully repay you, but your mine is safe in our hands.
At least these gnomes are respectful.
We'll have this mine harder. Oh, it's good to be back. Good riddance to those Fae.
They're not like those smug fucking gnome scholars. Man, I've been watching this guy play the alpha of Kingmaker on YouTube, and that game looks incredibly good. Especially considering it's only an alpha and it already looks great. It's gonna be so good. How do I disarm this? Apparently I don't. Average. Who the fuck keeps potions in a minecart, though? Same person who keeps scarwood bark. You know, I don't need a mine, honestly. I can just start a business selling white flake and scarwood bark and make fat monies. They're all just standing there by the exit. Alright, see you later, Saito. Have a good one. Thanks for coming by. Hanging out and chatting. I will dig your grave! I dug his grave. The reason I say that every time is because that move that I just did is called Grave Digger. So when you use it on somebody, you gotta say, I will dig your grave. You just have to. Greaves of intensity! Those are some intense fucking greaves. Not intense enough. Unfortunately. I mean, eel petal. Why that growing in a mine? I don't even. Oh, you son. Alright. My mine has gotten quite embiggened. Embiggened mine. Honestly, what are those little fuckers doing? Why are they just standing there like that?
Greetings.
Yeah, greetings to you too, pal. Let's get this party started.
Hey, boss. Do you need me to do any work on the mine?
Yes, upgrade the mine again.
Just a little more gold and we can open up the last section of the mine.
I'm thrilled.
This will be about all we can extend the mine. We've run out of room in the cavern.
Wait, we've run out of room in the cavern? Do you not understand how mining works? You extend a mine by fucking mining. You dig more tunnels. I'm sorry, we've run out of actual earth.
Be careful out in the sands.
The sun's something. Thank you for your help. The Hollowlands are a harsh place to earn a living, but we make do.
Ah, inventory's full. Okay, hold on. Hold on.
The desert is as unforgiving as it is blistering.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
Be careful out in the sands.
Back to Moon Camp. Aaron. Business time. Hey, I've learned some things about mercantile, so now I'm going to talk you into better prices. Because I read a book. I've read a book about selling shit. It said sell shit for more money. So that's what I'm doing. I'm selling shit for more money. Hashtag I read a book. Nice. Over 200 white flake and scarwood bark.
Fawn tried to have him killed, and now come again.
I need to repair anything. Guess I could repair my great sword. Can I buy some more repair
Would you care
kits?
to sell? Sorry, I mean buy. Would you care to buy?
Do you have any more repair kits to sell me? I have 2 million gold.
Something? Come again.
2 million gold. I know, right? It must be extremely heavy. Like, even if these are the tiniest gold coins ever, and they only weigh, like, I don't know. I don't know how much a normal coin even weighs, to be honest. $2 million gold. Now let me finish exploring my mine. Wait, what? This isn't where I wanted to go. I can't even fast travel to my actual house. I have to run all the way over here from here. Oh my god. How onerous. Wow, this long run.
We've pushed this mine as far as it'll go. It's been sound doing business with you. Now all you have to do is relax, sit back, and collect your money.
Great. Goodbye.
Steal yourself out there.
I always steal myself. I steal myself so much I have to report myself to the police and be like, help, help, myself has been stolen.
It's amazing that the Fae can flourish in such a warm environment.
It'd be great if there was just randomly like a Niskaru tyrant in here now for no reason. That'd be funny. Or a troll or something. It'd be odd to put out a missing persons report on yourself. White flake and scarwood bark. Now we're talking. Good. Now they left some spiders in here for me. Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys. What the hell is going on here? That's the night sky. This is the outside part of my mind. Apparently. Okay. hit a bunch of traps underneath there, and then you immediately get jumped by rats. I see what they did there. Like, I swear to God, they were just fucking with me when they set this up. Leftover supplies, it said. With 3 traps hidden under crates. Souls. And there's just random weird spinning things up there. More spiders. Spiders with greater slaughtering handles. Oh, I see. This all goes around and connects. Yeah, I can't even imagine what 2 million coins would weigh. Like, it's hard for me to imagine 2 million of anything not being, like, ludicrously heavy. Just remember, there's no way to expand this mine anymore. Yeah. Literally impossible to expand it. Mine looks pretty cool, though. Alright, there we go. That's my mine. Did I complete the quest? I completed my 124th task. Aaron Excavations is now fully operational. Makes me think of the Death Star. All offices and mining facilities are at their maximum level. And I think I am done with the Hollowlands. That's another zone knocked out. I'm not going to do Saltwell Caverns yet. I'll wait to do those other caves until I have the quest to send me there. So it's on to Menethir, where I will shed Menethirs and all the gnomes I'll have to help. HoloLands because it's all mined out. Completely mined out. Like, impossible to, mine anymore. Suddenly daytime? Or is that just extremely bright moonlight? I can still see a pretty starry sky up there. That moonlight is no joke! Look at the sky, it's all dark and starry, but then look at how lit this is right here. The fuck is going on here? Oh, good. I'll dig your grave! Spiders. Rickety ass construction up ahead. Bearden. It's been demonstrated that there's no more room. Ooh, there's a secret door right here. Because why wouldn't there be? What am I about to get jumped by? Oh, an Essence of Fate. Not bad. Wait. Demonstrated, he says. Proud of yourself. Oh damn! Multiple Cruducks and spiders? This is serious enough that, no, you know what, fuck this. Ooh, a scythe. Ooh, that was vicious. Didn't need to do that, but I figured it had been such a long time since I used Reckoning mode. I might as well actually use it. It'll build back up by the time I need it again. By the time I need it ever.
These words are not mine, but ours, and shared to all who would hear, but known to only the true-hearted Alfar. Opposition seeks not the meek, but those who suffer happenstance, and rewards the greater mysteries laid bare beneath her hidden vision. We learn this from Beala Tirin, the wisest, the prophetess of Lyria, the invoker of her magic, and favorite among her children, the mother of the Dokkalfar, and the founder of Rathir.
I've completed that set, the spring set, finally. That one took a long time. 3% extra health, 3% mana. The Epic of Beala Tirin's Sojourn, the separation of the Alfar and the founding of Rathir. 2 more in the summer one, and 5 more in fall. Menethir, Apatir. Menethir is the area I'm going into now, so then now we'll learn the story of the Carver. The majestic Carver creates the canyons and plateaus of Datir. That's cool. see a castle back there. Get reckoned, that's right. Alright, here we are. New area. Ironfast Keep. We're gonna go down this way first. I'll dig your grave. Spider sack. I have a feeling there's gonna be spiders this way, guys. Just something telling me. Just a wild, wild guess. It's gonna be some spider. Look, there's a lore stone way up there. Wow. I was somehow right. Don't fucking shoot that shit at me. Got my own ass shock dowel. I think I got his ass kicked. This is very kind of labyrinthine here, isn't it? All these little passages and pathways going every which way. Hashtag surprise spiders. So surprising. So surprising. This looks like an interesting locale. What do we have here? The Hall of the Forsworn. Oh. I'm obviously gonna have to go there for the, Warsworn quest line. So I'm not going in there now. Somebody named Afir Denwell wants me to do something for him. Or her, or it. I'll dig your grave. I'll dig your grave. Aha! Surprise chakrams, motherfucker! You thought I was running over to hit you with my sword. And then all of a sudden, BAH! Chakrams! I'm getting pretty tired, though. Not gonna lie. I'm getting pretty tired. I'm glad I didn't decide to do a 24-hour stream, because there's no way I would have made it, probably, because if I had done a 24-hour stream, and I had started when I started last night, which was, I don't know, what time did I start last night? Around 6? I would be like 18 hours into it right now. And I would have to do 6 more hours. About 8 p.m. my time? Really? In that case, I'd only be like 14 hours into it, and I need to do 10 more hours at this point. Now, admittedly, I didn't buy any energy drinks or anything, so if I was choking down energy drinks and like eating appropriate, you know, foodstuffs and everything, then I could probably do it. Also, if I was playing a game I was really excited about, like a brand new game that just came out. But like the idea of playing 10 more hours of this right now at my current state of supplies, it just seems like a bunch of no. Like just so much no. So much no. I don't know if I'll even do a 24-hour stream for Pillars of Eternity 2. That sounds super exhausting. I cannot even fathom. I honestly can't fathom. Like if I didn't know it had actually happened, I wouldn't even believe that I did a 50-hour stream of Pillars of Eternity. I can't even fathom how that happened. Like, how the fuck... Because, you know, Pillars of Eternity is not only you're staying up for 50 hours to play a game, but that's a game that requires a shitload of reading out loud and voice acting and stuff that I had to do. So that makes it, like, even more draining than playing most other types of games. So doing that shit for 50 hours... How did my throat survive that? So much GNO. That's the funny thing is I thought about spelling it that way when I was saying that, Nox. Alright, I don't know who this Joker is. Don't stop with the fucking groaning. Yeah, Jay, I did a 50-hour stream once. I've done 24-hour streams like 3 or 4 times, but I did a 50-hour stream once when the Pillars of Eternity first came out, and it was pretty crazy. I mean, I got kind of manic. That's the thing. I have schizoaffective disorder, part of which is like mood disorder type stuff, kind of like bipolar. So I sometimes have like states of mania or hypomania, which was the case. That all looks pretty interesting over there. I mean, back in the old days when I was young, I used to stay up for several days in a row, lots of times. The longest I ever stayed up without any sleep was 5 days in a row. And that was without any drugs or anything. I only stayed up 5 days once. But that was a very long time ago when I was very young and a lot crazier and not on medication. Now, on my medication, it would be really rare for me to be able to stay up for 50 hours. Like, really rare. And to stream for that whole time was just insanity. I didn't mean to stream for 50 hours. Like, that wasn't the plan. It was just supposed to be a 24-hour stream. But the thing is, I streamed for 24 hours and then I didn't want to stop because I was like hypomanic and I was having fun and I was all excited. So I'm like, fuck it, I'll keep going. And then I was like, alright, I'll keep going some more. And then I'm like, alright, I'll keep going some more. And eventually, just kept going and going, and then got to the point where it was 50 hours.
He only needed one name, the Carver, like the wind, or the lightning, or the dawn. With his presence, a new age began. The kings of the south stood. They were the lords of the desert sea.
That's it, huh? Yeah, I am managing well, thank you. I'm on a whole host of good medications that are making everything work for me. And I've, over many years, learned how to control my shit and manage my lifestyle and stuff to provide the most stable experience. Killer chakrams. Because the other chakrams are just for tickling people. Who is this guy? Afir Dinwell. Alright. That's it. We're done. Not gonna talk to this guy yet. I can't do it. I need to see how long I've been playing. 2 million gold. 113 hours. Man, that's a long time to put into this game. 113 hours. Wow. And I have so much left. I have so much left. Is this game even any good? Yeah, I mean, I've been having fun with it. I've played it for 113 hours, so not bad. I mean, it's got its problems and ways that it's not that great, but it's pretty good in a lot of ways. But reminds you of Dragon Age Inquisition. Well, it's not that good. It doesn't really hold a candle to Dragon Age in terms of like most, you know, elements of what makes Dragon Age good. But that's going to do it for this episode. So thank you for watching. This has been Josiah Plays Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning.